Good afternoon. It's good afternoon here from the United States, and wherever you are, guys, I hope everybody is doing fine. I'm your host, Peter, from Sun Insurance Channel, and I wanted to bring you a very um important topic here, and I would like you guys to spare your time so that we can get this content going. First of all, if you are new to this channel, please look at the content, and if you find it convincing and helpful, consider to subscribe before you exit. So without any further ado, let me get started. This weekend, actually last Saturday, I had an opportunity to meet one of the clients and a friend, and they wanted me to help them in the trucking matters. They wanted to set up a company, but they didn't have information, and I offered myself to help them, set up the company from scratch. And I realized that this friend didn't know a lot of things, and I'm very sure there are people out there who are new, and they may need this information handy before they can jump to start opening the company. So, having said that, one of the things we discussed is how to start the company from scratch. And if you wanted to start a new company, and I'm talking about specifically a trucking company, you bought your truck and you wanted to start a new company to go to the road and get dispatch services and start making money. I realized lately most of the people who come to the United States and those ones who are in the United States, they have a dream of starting a trucking business. And if you don't have enough information, it's going to be very difficult for you to get started. And this is where I come in. So starting a new company, you have to look for a unique name to call your company. Most people make LLC company, which is very easy to form. You can either name it your first name, or you can use initials. If your name is Joseph, you can say Joseph LLC, or your last name. And what you need to do is, depending on what state you are, you have to go to a site. For example, if you are in Wisconsin, you have to go to Wisconsin Department of Financial Institutions. Once you are on the site, navigate around. It's very user-friendly, and say you wanted to open a company. So you want to open a new company. So once you click on that, it's going to show you some information and then tell you to come up with a name. And the steps are very user-friendly. You don't have to hire somebody to do it for you. If you have the tools, if you have a computer and you have all your information, you can do it yourself, and you can pay online using a credit card. So once you are there, you choose a name and you put your information like, your name, where you live, and all those details. And once you set it up, it's going to ask you to pay now. The payment, according to the Wisconsin website, is $130. That's what we did when I was helping my friend last Saturday. So $130. Once you do that and submit, they are going to send you an email confirmation with a receipt that you have paid, and your company, they have received your application, and they will process your application. It might take probably a few days, 2 to 3 days, before it is officially recognized, like as registered officially, formally. So after that, what I tell people is you don't want to waste a lot of time, because to open a DOT, there is a window. So you have to do it within 21 days. So the next thing is to go to the website, the IRS website, go to Authentic website. And I will link the Authentic website in this video. Once you go there, you do your information and file a tax ID or employer identification number for your company. That side, the information, you don't pay any money. It's free. Once you fill your information in the application and successfully, you can get the tax ID instant, and you can print it there via our printer. And that's what we did with when I was helping my friend. Once you do that, that information you're going to need it to open the company. And now, on a second day, you might dedicate a time to sit down. It takes to open the DOT and the MC number. That's authority. So this one takes about a good 2 hours, because there's a lot of questions you have to go through and give information, because if you don't give information, the computer is not going to allow you to go forward. So you do all this information on the computer, and then once you finish, the details they have, your address, where you live, your names, and all those information. They ask you about what type of business you're going to be starting, tracking for hire. There are categories, interested or interested. They ask you all those questions. So make sure you know what you're doing, because if you do it wrong, it means that you would have to go back again to do some editing, or if you don't have all the information, it will be rejected. So do the right thing. That's what I usually tell people. And when it reaches to the payment section, you have to pay with a credit card. Actually, they have changed the rules. You cannot do a check. It has to be a credit card. Even a debit card cannot. We tried to use a debit card with my friend. His debit card, it is rejected, a debit card, until he had to come up with a credit card. For some reasons, they want you to use a credit card, a valid credit card, in order to pay for the fee. And the fee is $300, 300 United States dollars. So you pay tax out from your credit card, and once you submit, if it goes through, you get the DOT number instant, and the MC number is instant. So get prepared, dedicate yourself 2 hours, have your credit card ready, all your information ready, and your company name and your tax ID when you fill this kind of information. And once to do that, you are done from the section of applying for a DOT. Now the next step is to find an insurance agent who is a professional. You sit with them, they give you a quote for your box truck or your van or your semi. And once you do that, the insurance agent is going to file for you the federal filings and stuff. They know how to do it, and they will submit them electronically to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. Once it goes through, it's accepted, but you have to look for a very, very important document. And I was trying to explain to my friend, and it was a little bit challenging explaining to him, but it's called a BOC3. Those ones who have a trucking company, you know what I'm talking about. Those are the servicing agents, the people who will represent you in a case you are sued or you're taken to court. Instead of traveling, let's say, from where you live, Wisconsin to California, they will be there for you. So the BOC3 you have to Google, but I do have a link I'm going to put below this video, which gives the authorized agents who are going to give you the BOC3. Averagely, it costs between $36 to $65, depending who you talk to. But other than that, it might not sound very true. So you have to be very careful. I'm not a professional, and I'm not giving anybody service. I don't do consultation. I'm just saying that you have to be careful out there. So I don't do anything for service or anything. That's I'm giving free consultation in this video. So after you do a BOC3, they will submit. They will send you a receipt. It's usually online. You either somebody calls you, you do it with a credit card, and make sure they send you a receipt to make sure that the money has been applied. Once they send the information electronically to Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, everything is in the system. So you wait for your filings to go through, and it's going to take averagely 21 days before your company become active. Once you done all those things, the last thing you need to do is give a DOT a phone call. Tell them you have gone all the process to check if there's anything left, and if they find in the system that you have passed everything, then they will authorize you to start hauling loads. So your company becomes active, you have a DOT number, and you have an MC number. And that's it, you are done. So the next thing, look for a very, very good dispatch who is going to be giving you loads where you want to run. If you want to do unlimited miles, if you want to do 500, if you want to do 150, depending on your preferences, and then you're done. Put your truck on the road and start making money. So guys, let me know what you think. That's a summary of what you're supposed to do if you're a visitor who has arrived in this country, the United States, and you wanted some information. You are authorized to work in the United States. You have all work permits, and you want to establish a business. That's how it goes. Should you have any questions or comments, put them below this video. And that's it for now, guys. Don't forget to subscribe before you exit. Share my video, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.